Hey guys, listen up.
This is the SEC Insider Hit, powered by Miss Kelly Furniture, Mississippi's number one sleep store.
So I found this hoodie in the back. It's really, really nice. It's a Russell's Reserve hoodie. I'm wearing it right now. If you're watching on YouTube, search Out of Bounds Sports. That's our channel on YouTube. But shout out to Kevin and the team, Kevin and Lance, for I was back there this morning. Jason knows that, and I was looking in a box and walking and talking, and I was like, "Whoa, this is a really cool." It's my favorite color, black, and isn't this nice?
It is. It looks
Should I put the hoodie on?
Oh yeah,
so people can see that.
Yeah, throw it up.
Oh, I can't get it.
I can't get it over the headphones.
No, I can't get it over the headphones because it fits pretty well. I'm wearing a medium, and so it's pretty fitted.
That's what the cool high school kids do now, though. They put the hood on and then headphones over the hood.
Ooh, I'll try that next segment.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Go like Dark Knight action, you know?
That makes sense. Do you ever do that?
No.
At the gym?
No, I used to go the big beats, but then I just didn't want to be that guy anymore.
Okay.
You know, because there's a stereotype of the giant headphones, the big gallon of water, you know, the T-shirt that's barely covering your body. It's just not me. Maybe high school. That was definitely
That was high school
me.
Jason?
That was high school Jason 1,000%.
Okay.
Now I'm a little more modest, you know. I'm just there to get in and get out.
Are you?
Yeah, and just stay away from the locker room with all the old guys. I just, get in, wash my hands, get out of there.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with all that.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Nah. Whew. Okay. Well, there you go. The Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. We've got another guest I think we're going to add to the mix here. Let me kind of see what's shaking out. But we do have Steve Palazzolo, NFL Insider, Pro Football Focus. Chris Collinsworth owns the site. It's great that we have Palazzolo on the show. He's awesome. So we'll dive into Dak and A.J. Brown and maybe Jason's Vikings and a couple other things. Oh, there's a lot going on in the NFL. Tonight we got Bengals, Ravens. But want to say good morning, welcome in. The SEC Insider Hit this morning is driven by your next John Deere tractor. Ag Up Equipment in Canton, Ag Up Equipment in Pearl, agup.com, 20 other locations, dealerships. John Deere, America's tractor to manage your land, your farm, and your hunting camp. Ag Up Equipment. Now, the text line is 601-885-3776. I got a couple of things going on here. We're giving away 2 rounds of golf to Dancing Rabbit Golf Club and or a swag bag. So we'll have 2 winners. Whoever we pick first gets to pick their deal, and then the second one will pick what's left. All right, the swag, I just noticed we have a ton of Russell's Reserve and Patron and Tito's stuff in the back. We need to start giving out Christmas happies left and right because we're going to be getting more gear and merch and stuff going forward. So 2 rounds of golf to Dancing Rabbit Golf Club. Here's what I'd like. I wrote it down. Where are you listening from right now? How are you listening? I mean, we got people from Gainesville, Florida, up in Fayetteville, Arkansas, all over the state of Mississippi. We love you. You're streaming live on the Out of Bounds radio app or the zone1059.com or Alexa, or you're listening on the 50,000 watt FM ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Now, the Patron Añejo call line is 601-707-3750. 601-707-3750. And we were talking Dan Mullen earlier. You know, I think it's a fact. I have no idea if Dan Mullen's interested or if Mississippi State's interested. But, hey, he's a big part of the history of Mississippi State football. Best coach you've ever had. Sherrill would be 1A. Who knows what Leach would have done. I think Leach would have, tripped over 8 wins this year with him doing his thing and Arnett just having to do the defense. And and having, Will the Thrill at QB who had 90,000 reps in the air raid, but it is what it is. I don't know how that would have looked over the next couple of years. But Dan's the best coach you've ever had. Some are still mad at 2017, the way, he left. He was going to leave eventually. I think you're lucky to have him for 9 years. Student enrollment boomed. Real estate boomed. Culinary boomed. Starkville Academy boomed. I mean, Starkville Country Club. I mean, there's a waiting list, both out of town and in town, which Jason, we talked about this several months ago when I did the whole country club spiel.
Yeah.
And I was like, I forgot I am a member of a country club. I'm big time fancy, wheeling and dealing. I'm a member of the Starkville Country Club.
Man,
but I joined because my son likes golf.
Of course.
And I didn't even know this was going to happen, but Ella Hall laid out there she'd bring a friend. A lot of her friends are from obviously out of town, but a lot of them are from out of state.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, then when they don't, they want somewhere to go, so they go to the pool.
That makes sense. And of course, you don't want to go to like random apartment pools like you.
Yeah,
like
I did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like I did also.
I did. They wouldn't have let me in the country club when I was in school. So we went to every apartment complex there was with a pool, and had fun. You'd always play in the summers when you stayed for summer school. You play pool volleyball.
Oh yeah.
How much fun was that?
And then
you were in great shape. You had energy, like you could run a marathon backwards in your sleep, and you could play pool volleyball all day and drink beer, and it didn't even affect you.
And the way you would get in, you'd reach your arm around the door and grab the handle that way. So like open it from the inside, but you had to either jump over or reach your arm over.
What door?
And open it, the gate to the pool.
Oh, yeah. We broke in everywhere. Yeah, I mean, we even crashed a wedding once.
Really?
Yeah, it was at North Point Barn. Long story, but we ended up having a blast. I don't know what happened. Anyway, out of bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Also, the SEC Insider Hit is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. New store in North Jackson, I-55 North DeVille Plaza, next to the old Steinmart. Another new store is opening in December in Jackson on South Gallatin. And then you have Canton, Raymond, Byram, Richland, Clinton, and Jackson, powered by your Napa Auto Parts store, locally owned, nationally known. Go see Reggie Sims and the team at any of the Napa Auto Parts store in Mississippi. Do you want to get into fast food?
Oh, that's one of my favorite topics.
All right, let's put Dan Mullen, Gus Malzahn, Jamie Chadwell, Lance Leipold, all these guys, they're going to be there. Let's put them on the shelf for a second, and let's talk fast food. Now, you seem very excited about this topic.
Well, I am, because I think if you like fast food, you know what you like and what is not any good. So you have like a ranking.
Oh, I know that.
Especially in your mind. And you might not like rank them like actually number 1, number 2, number 3.
Okay.
But you have a ranking of what is your first go-to.
Okay.
And then your 2 backups. So that's tier 1.
Okay. So what do I need to do?
So what's your number 1 if somebody says, let's go get some fast food?
Cane's.
Like Cane's?
Yeah.
What if no Cane's is around?
Okay.
What's your second?
Probably like Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen. And see, that one's versatile because, you have the good ice cream.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff. And then they actually have like chicken wrap sandwiches that.
Now, I don't usually
venture off.
Well, for fast food, I love their cheeseburger with extra pickles.
Okay.
I have had their chicken strips, especially years ago when my kids were young and you were in your chicken strip phase of you just had to make it to the next event.
Exactly. You're on the way to a football game.
Yeah, they were 3 and 5, 4 and 6, 5 and 7. It's survival.
Yeah, just shove them food.
Yeah, yeah. I was talking to one of our clients and yesterday, and we were texting back and forth, Jason, and she was in Disney World.
Oh, with her kids?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I went, my gosh, we're the Disney World nerds. We've been like 15 times. But it's cool if you make the run and you do it right, and a lot of people don't. I can't help that. But Wendy knew how to do it. They go with you again when they're older. And it's super fun. And they get to go do their own thing.
Exactly.
All right, back to fast food. Sorry. I just went from Dairy Queen to Disney World.
Quick.
Because this brain, as Wendy says, I don't know. I'm going Cane's 1. I'm in between Popeyes and Dairy Queen 2.
Ooh, okay. So Popeyes would round it off if it's not.
Robert St. John gave me a hard time a few years ago because I took a shot at Popeyes. Now, growing up, I mean, when I was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I mean, I'd hammer some Popeyes.
Yeah.
Because you could eat all the biscuits. I mean, those things are full of butter. You could eat fried chicken and not gain a pound.
Of course.
I mean, you know.
And
my
good
junior year in
sides.
high school, I started at point guard in basketball. I lost 15 pounds. I mean, literally, I looked like I need to go to the hospital.
Wow, geez.
Okay.
You should have been eating some Hamels.
And I got down to 140. And that's not awesome. I should have been eating Hamels.
That's what you should have done.
A lot. Instead, they put me on like 6 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches a day. It was gross.
Ugh.
Where was I going? Oh, back to Popeyes. When it hits, it's fabulous.
It really is.
And he got me into the spicy,
oh,
crispy.
see, that's where you need to go.
A leg or a thigh.
Mm.
I mean, I'm cool with the breast too.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
No.
right. Did I give enough? Cane's, Dairy Queen. What's the other one that I tried recently that you and I were talking about that I really like? Huey Magoo's?
Yeah, Huey Magoo's over in
Huey
Pearl.
Magoo's.
Yes.
Okay.
And I know you're not the biggest sauce guy, but they can toss your tenders in a sauce.
I'm good.
And that's a big
I
thing
want the
for
sauce on the side.
me. See, I want it tossed.
But it's too much.
See,
It's gonna be too much. I'll dip.
Okay.
Dip. Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, and people might get on to me for this, but my number one, if I'm thinking fast food, especially late at night, Taco Bell. Taco Bell, hands down.
I can't do it.
Hands down is Taco Bell.
I recognize their brilliant model, their business. Their building over here in Madison is pretty.
Yeah.
It's great looking. I've had Taco Bell. I used to get the what was the
Mexican pizza.
The Mexican pizza when I was 21 years old.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, 1 a.m. in the morning.
It's delicious.
It probably wasn't, but I didn't know any better.
And see, people are going to say, like, do you know what Taco Bell is? Yes, I know what it is.
Yeah.
It's not like 100% like local ingredients. I get that.
Right.
But I know what I'm getting.
Right.
And it's good for knowing
Now, what do
I'm
you
getting.
order?
So I get the cheesy gordita crunch, the Crunch Wrap Supreme.
I like something crunchy. I'm not going to eat it, but I like where you're going.
Yeah, Crunch Wrap Supreme. Usually, every time, 2 Doritos Locos Tacos.
Really?
Every time. Got to have at least
I
2
bet
in
you're
there.
fun to be around the rest of the day.
And then some of that Diablo hot sauce.
Yeah.
Like the hottest one they have.
Oh.
Give me all of that. I'll take
Really?
a bottle of that. Yes. I used to go fire and like the hottest
That'll
one.
go straight through you.
And then, no doubt.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm living in the moment. I'm
You really are.
I'm not living for an hour and a half ahead.
Right.
I'm living in the moment.
Okay, so is that your favorite?
Taco Bell's one. Yeah.
Damn, really?
I think
I'm going Cane's.
really.
Dairy Queen or Popeyes, and I do like Chick-fil-A, but I don't ever go through unless Wendy. I can text Wendy, and she puts it on the app, and that's usually when I'm traveling. Because I can't wait.
Right.
I can't. I mean, if you got double lines, I'm seeing
No shot.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I don't see you waiting in that Chick-fil-A line when it gets 12:30 in the afternoon. And there's about 600
that
people.
would never happen when all the Madison moms are going through.
Yes.
And they're trying to run over you with their big SUVs. Yeah, they got 3 kids in the car. They got to be at dance, baseball, and softball within a 9-minute stretch. You better get out of the way.
Yeah, that Tahoe is moving whether you are or not.
And they got to get to Hot Works. Brother, you don't have a shot. I don't even get on the roads during that time anymore. Ag Up Equipment text line, 601-885-3776, driven by your next John Deere tractor at Ag Up Equipment. AgUp.com. The text line is 601-885-3776. We're giving away 2 rounds of golf to Dancing Rabbit Golf Club. And then we're going to put together I don't know, $50+ swag bag for you. Because those 2 rounds are, well, that's expensive. Anyway, well, it's not expensive if you bet 50 and play 30. But we want to know where you're where you're listening from and how you're listening. Radio, streaming, and how are you streaming? They're coming in great. And that's how you enter and you could win. And we need to start giving away a lot of stuff the next couple of weeks going into Christmas. And I think I need to reach out to our partners. There's some others. Rick's Pro Truck. There's some other things that I need to call Keith Kincaid. Donna.
Yes.
Keith's got to come off either some merch or a gift card. I just put him on the spot. Kincaid's Fine Clothing.
Calling
Jackson
him out.
Street, baby. If Adams or DR or Andrew are listening, tell Keith I'm coming, and I'm coming in hot. All right. Kincaid's Fine Clothing Store for all your, pullovers, jackets, coats, all kinds of fun stuff to wear in Oxford and Starkville or your next holiday get-together, Christmas get-together. We're going to have to throw a Christmas party up here.
We will. I could see you getting festive. Little hat action,
We've
ugly
had
sweater.
Let me tell you something. We've had some parties up here. I mean, we've had up to 40 gets a little,
a little shoulder-to-shoulder action.
It does, but 25 is a good number.
Yeah.
But if people come and go, it works out. You can go through 40 or 50 people because they're kind of shuffling through in 30-minute intervals. Right?
What's that they used to say in the 90s? They don't say anymore. A mixer? Was that a name for a party? Like you have a mixer?
I think they may have, but I don't know. When I think of a mixer, I think of a
OJ or soda or
no, I think of a Tito's vodka martini with 3 blue cheese olives.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. And hanging out with Wendy.
See, I think a shaker.
Yeah.
That's what I
think. A surfing deer at about 5:30 5 o'clock in the afternoon on late April, early May. That's where my life's going, not June 15th. Late April, early May, surfing deer, ice cold Tito's vodka martini, 3 blue cheese olives, and a beautiful woman. And you're in a cool bar. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and you got a bartender that you're kind of having a conversation with. That's kind of. I got to tell you one more thing before we drop this Stephen A. Smith stuff. We're going to switch gears. I love that fast food thing. We'll get back into it. Did we do enough?
I feel like we touched on it. We got more to go into.
Let's do it at 8.
Yes, of course.
I want to do some. Before we go, Stephen A. Smith. So I've been fighting this cold this week, and I've been taking daytime Mucinex. And so Wendy and I poured a glass of wine at 4:30 in the afternoon, and because that's what you do, right? When you're empty nesters. Well, she had Suits on. You know the Netflix, do you know what I'm talking about? This Netflix show called Suits?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
a bunch
huge.
of pretty people that are running around acting like they're lawyers.
Going crazy right now.
Sleeping with each other.
Yeah.
So there's 2 actors in it, and one's named Harvey Specter, and the other, her name is Donna Paulson, but she's Donna. She's very attractive. He's very attractive. So they have this scene, right? Well, they have a bunch of scenes, but he goes over to her cool New York flat, and they have this conversation. And we're watching it, and I'm standing up on the aisle, and Wendy's on the couch with a blanket. We're just sipping on a little wine. Life's good. And so I dissect this. I dissect this, the scene.
Full analytics.
Yeah. And so I'm like, here's what and Wendy and I don't watch a ton of TV together. We realize we spend a lot of time with each other, but for years I've gone to the man cave. I watch what I watch. She watches. It works out beautifully. Okay. We did watch a movie together last night, but 2 afternoons ago, we pour a glass of wine. We're watching Suits. I dissect the scene, and she looks back at me and she goes, "Did you get a steroid shot?" And I go, "No." She went, "Are you on medication?" I went, "No." Well, I said, "I'm taking the daytime Mucinex."
And the crazy pills.
She goes, there's like a 3 seconds of silence. She goes, "It just doesn't take much, does it?" I was like, there you go. So anyway, hey, sometimes you got to break down Harvey and Donna and where they are in their life in Suits. All right, let's get into hardcore sports. We talk about Dak Prescott all the time and the beating that he takes when he doesn't play well, and how it's crickets when he does play well. Obviously, he's had a phenomenal career with the Dallas Cowboys, and he carries the franchise literally on his back. This is Stephen A. Smith, who has enjoyed, taking shot after shot at Dak Prescott, and he admits something that we've talked about for years.
Who says that Josh Allen isn't being criticized as much as Dak Prescott? You want me to tell you what the real problem is? We have criticized him. The man has thrown 94 interceptions in the 87 regular season games since his rookie year. We have. Here's the difference. No one cares.
Nobody cares.
That's the point.
It's not the Cowboys.
It's not that they're not saying it. It's not that they're not pointing out. Wait a minute. This is the part that everybody misses. If you talk about Dak, it provokes dialogue. If you talk about Josh Allen, okay.
It's just the Bills fans. It's just the Bills fans.
It's Bills Mafia.
That's it.
Outside of that, that's it. That is the difference.
Yep.
And this is the problem. Even the Cowboys get lost in all of this. Listen, Micah Parsons, give them the same energy. Stop. We have given them the same energy. No one cares. So we moved on.
They don't. And I don't mean Micah Parsons could end up in Canton, Ohio.
Oh,
CeeDee Lamb could.
He's a monster.
Okay. But people don't care. You got to drive. What do we talk about? Lane train. Mississippi State football, Ole Miss football. I mean, Harbaugh gets crushed on this show in Jackson, Mississippi. Dak, right? Alabama, Saban, LSU, big. CeeDee Lamb doesn't move the needle. Jared Goff doesn't move the Joe Burrow doesn't move the needle for them. Josh Allen damn sure doesn't. Okay? I mean, C.J. Stroud, do you think he's going to move the needle in Houston, Texas? He's not. Kyler Murray doesn't move the needle. It just, there's Dak, LeBron, I guess Mahomes, but they win so much, Jason. I'm kind of torn there. He's not real polarizing. I think if they win one more, then people get tired of the Chiefs because the Chiefs are a flyover state in the Midwest.
Right.
They claim they have great steaks. It's a lie, but whatever.
Or barbecue.
Or barbecue. Yeah. That's nonsense. But it's a flyover town, right? There's wonderful people there. I know it's a neat spot. Great ownership, great general manager, great head coach. Great. They're aligned like nobody else in the NFL, right? Boom, owner, GM, head coach, QB. What is that recipe? W's.
Yeah.
But, does Bryce Young, Baker Mayfield.
Well, see, you got to get people to hate you.
Lamar's like a highlight reel.
Yeah.
He doesn't drive the train.
But there's no controversy. Like one of the biggest cherries on top for Tom Brady and getting publicity and everything was Deflategate. People started calling him a cheater and started talking about him even more than they already did when he was winning.
Yeah.
So people hated him even more. Like when people hate you, they're going to bring in ratings.
No question. It's about time Stephen A. admitted that, isn't it?
Pretty big of him.
I don't watch the show, but I know they have a lot of listeners. So your favorite fast food is Taco Bell?
Number one.
It's incredible.
Without question.
I'd like to hear our listeners' reaction on the text line, 601-885-3776. What is your favorite fast food place? Jason went with Taco Bell. I'm going Cane's. And then it's a tough fight there with Popeyes and Dairy Queen. But I'd rather have as quality a chicken strips as you can get than dance into some of that other nonsense that you were talking about that you order on that Taco Bell menu. We'll be back in a second.